viewers, and welcome back to my channel. Always thank you for coming back to watch my videos, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Today I want us to talk more about stress, its effects, and the connection to depression. What is stress according to you? For some people, stress means feeling anxious. For others, it may mean having too much pressure in the daily life. Stress might feel like anxiety to one person, but irritation or frustration to another. The effects of stress can lead to health issues like heart disease, high blood pressure, depression, insomnia, headaches, migraines, ulcers, cancer, diabetes, strokes, arthritis, gout, kidney stones, liver damage, nerve disorders, various mental disorders, and even suicide. What causes stress? Stress can be caused by many things, including environment, relationships, finances, health issues, or various stressful life events. However, if we don't learn how to manage these feelings, they could lead to depression and negative stress response symptoms. It isn't healthy to be stressed out. If you feel fatigued after high stress level, there may be a connection between stress and depression. When you feel like depressed after stressful events, our bodies release chemicals called cytokines into the bloodstream. These brain chemicals cause inflammation, resulting in fatigue, headaches, muscle tense, joint pain, and major depression. In addition to physical response and other biological factors, there may be psychological consequences and emotional symptoms from stress. What is the connection between stress and depression? The connection between stress and depression is linked by a chemical called cortisol. Cortisol doesn't help us when we are stressed out for days or even weeks. Instead, it keeps our bodies primed for a fight or a flight response. If we keep losing control like this, we'll eventually stop regulating ourselves altogether and lose control of our everyday life. As long as we are not too busy trying to survive a frightening situation or difficult life events, we can get a break from stress and suffer the connection between stress and depression. If we don't get enough rest, exercise frequently, maintain a healthy diet, maintain good personal relationships, and practice mindful awareness, we are not giving ourselves a fighting chance. Chronic stress can lead to depression symptoms, leading to mood disorders such as major depression and dysthymia. Depression can negatively impact sleep habits, appetite, concentration, and motivation. Depression causes stress, which then leads to physical health issues such as irritable bowel syndrome, cardiovascular disease, autoimmune diseases, and affects the biological process of our body systems. How does a depressed person behave? Depressed individuals often feel sad, hopeless, guilty, worthless, angry, frustrated, lonely, afraid, ashamed, depressed, and such like. They may even experience physical symptoms such as headaches, stomach aches, back pain. Hold on. Feeling lonely or anxious doesn't mean someone has become depressed. But if someone feels like they are not connecting well with anyone else, whether because they've been diagnosed with depression or for some other reasons, they might want to talk to someone about it. A severe illness such as cancer, heart disease, or diabetes can be so stressful for an individual that they become unable to cope appropriately with life's everyday stress. If you continue to raise stress levels, eventually there will be some reactions, and usually it is depression. Again, stress may not be directly related to depression. However, there are many ways that stress can affect our bodies and our mental health. High levels of chronic stress and acute stress raise the risk of developing depression. A report published by the Mental Health Institute states that depression among young people increased during the COVID-19 pandemic. Researchers also found that socially excluded students had an increased risk of developing depression during the first semester of college. So, what are you supposed to do as an individual? Make lifestyle changes. If something in life gets difficult for you, don't let negative thoughts take control of your mind. Instead, focus on what is essential now and manage how you respond to it emotionally. Look at what makes you stressed from a different angle. It might take some time for you to get used to doing things differently. Now, let us see some useful methods to deal with stress in our life and break the connection between stress and depression. Exercise. It doesn't take long before you start seeing results from just 10 minutes of daily activity. It turns out that simply exercising regularly, even if it's not intense exercise like running marathons, may help prevent depression. Yoga and Tai Chi might help if you find yourself feeling anxious or stressed out. They both slow things down so you can take deep breaths and get centered before moving forward again. Breathing exercises are beneficial. Avoid binge eating. Binge eating means frequently consuming unusually large amounts of food in one sitting. Binge eating may help you get through today, but not tomorrow. In addition, they might be harmful to both your body's physical health and its emotional state. Drinking too much alcohol could be responsible for causing sleeplessness and making people feel sleepy the next day. They may feel guilty for cheating, but they shouldn't feel ashamed. Limit caffeine. Cut back on coffee, sodas, and other caffeine-containing beverages. You get that? Quit smoking. I didn't say that. Smoking cigarettes doesn't help people deal with stress. Smoking may even be harmful to some individuals who suffer from anxiety disorders. Nicotine has some benefits for relaxing people right after using it, but its effects wear off quickly. So, using it regularly won't be helpful long term. Above all, make time for yourself. I can't stress this enough. In anything, you should come first. Doing things you enjoy doing or making yourself happy makes life better for you. Don't beat yourself up for not doing everything perfectly. Focus instead on things you do best. Steer clear of stressors. When you know something or someone makes you angry or upset, please do everything to avoid those triggers. Your life is more precious. Last but not least, sleep well. Make sure your mind and body get plenty of sleep so that they are ready for anything when things start going wrong. According to the National Sleep Foundation, most people need between 7 and 9 hours of sleep each day. Now, after considering all these methods we've talked about, and maybe many more, if symptoms persist, seek medical advice. Call 911 if you are experiencing a medical emergency. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the next video.